for a country last month. Yay! Yeah, no. It would have been fine, actually. I would have been totally okay with it if it had been for someplace interesting, like Kazakhstan, or Djibouti, or Wales. Yeah, no, I got dumped for Mexico, which, as a country, is actually so boring that the only things it has going for it are diseases and limes. And honestly, right now, they're having a lime shortage. So, yeah, I'm not dealing too well with the breakup. I mean, if I'm being completely serious, I thought I was gonna marry the man. He was kind of perfect, like literally perfect. Like, he even looked like the perfect man. Benedict Cumberbatch. No, seriously, Benedict Cumberbatch is the perfect man. He is tall and lanky and has curly hair and a widow's peak and like really high cheekbones and that really small jaw and the pointed chin, and on the weekends he gardens with his mother in But no, I'm not taking the breakup too well. I mean, mostly because I had a lot of unfinished business with him. Like, I had a lot of stuff I still needed to tell him and talk to him about, because honestly, when someone breaks up with you, how do you go up to them or send them an email and say, hey, can I get those nudie pics back? No, seriously, how do you start that conversation? Hey, person I haven't talked to since you dumped me and broke my heart. Do you remember those pictures of me in lingerie and high heels? Yeah, can I get those back? Or maybe you just go with, hey, how are you? Long time no talk. You remember those pictures of me in suspenders and nipple tassels? Yeah, can I get those back? Or actually, I guess nowadays it sort of has to be, hey, how are you? Long time no talk. You remember those pictures of me naked bent over the back of the sofa? Yeah, can I get those back? And then can you delete every electronic manifestation of those that you have saved for a rainy day? Why don't you just use porn next time it rains in Mexico? So I'm working on getting that into an email. I tend to get distracted though, because I still have a lot of other stuff that I need to say to him. I mean, I have a really solid start. But I kind of end up with something more along the lines of, Stephen, hey, how are you? Long time no talk. There are a couple of things I really needed to discuss with you. One, you actually do snore, and it's disgusting. You sound like a pig getting a hand job. Two, I don't actually like to cuddle. I just do it to humor you. Three, only drinking Spanish red wine from Bodegas de Chiapas makes you sound pretentious and not in a good way. Four, answer to your question is, yes, that is abnormal. Five, your parents are idiots. Six, there is a reason you do not have friends. Seven, it's your personality. Eight, being a conservative libertarian does not mean you are hip to the political scene. It just means you're an asshole who doesn't understand how politics work. Nine, you kind of can't drive at all. I'm really surprised you're still alive, honestly. 10, you're never going to write that novel, and yeah, that's a good thing. 11, stop pretending to read Russian literature on public transportation. No one believes that in your spare time you are reading The Brothers Karamazov. 12? You don't actually look like Benedict Cumberbatch. 13. Your beard is fucking hideous! 14. You know that thing you do with your tongue that's amazing? It's not actually amazing. 15. Could I get my nudie pics back? Sincerely, Emily. So that one's in my drafts. But you know, while this whole debacle with Stephen has been going on, I sort of realized that I need to be spending less time thinking about men and more time thinking about myself as a person. And so I've kind of been trying to figure out how I could make myself better as a person. So I'm working on an email to God, too. Because I saw Bruce Almighty a couple of months ago, and I figured that by now God might have taken some hints from Jim Carrey on how to organize his prayers and get them as emails. Like, that just makes a lot of sense to me. And that one's actually going super well. Like, I'm actually really pleased with that one. I really know where I'm going with it, and so it's sort of, it's just much better structured. Dear God, / various other omnipresence beings that people offer prayers to. Firstly, if you could let Benedict Cumberbatch fall in love with me sometime next week, that'd be really great. Ideally when I'm looking super cute. Second, please let Stephen bitterly regret breaking up with me. Or, if that is not possible, over the next couple of weeks, let me take a lot of pictures where I look super hot, like with an ass that you could bounce a quarter off of, you know? Like, always have a ruggedly handsome man next to me with his hand around my waist really possessively. Preferably Benedict Cumberbatch. Lastly, since Stephen thinks that being in Mexico is more important to himself as a person than being in a caring, loving, long-term relationship with me, please let the next person he sleeps with be the mistress of the Mexican drug lord, Jose de Jesus Hernandez Garcia, who, when he finds out about it, gets so fucking angry that he has Stephen attacked, beaten, drugged, and tied to the back of an illegal lime smuggling truck. Through the Sonora Desert that gets attacked by Mexican Zapatista fighters who end up leaving Stephen stranded in the middle of an abandoned square that is about to have a stampede of bulls run through it so that he can be lying there in the dark dying, and his last thoughts could be, none of this would have ever happened if I just hadn't dumped Emily.